Hi guys, welcome to Night Links. This is your host Alex. Today I'm just gonna show you. Well, before I do that, you can see the last night temperature dropped down to 38 degrees Fahrenheit, which figs on kind of getting little cold damage. I mean, around this time of year, it should be going into dormancy anyway. This one's Solis, and that one's brown turkey. So they both are hardy and my zone 8B in Texas. So today I'm going to talk about the greenhouse actually. I think a month ago I already moved my plants inside the greenhouse, did a little bit of reorganization, rearrangement, moved them around a little bit, and those they fit in okay, and also fit in according. Here, let me come in here and then we'll talk more. Fit into the spot relative to their sunlight requirement. As you can see, last night temperature dropped down to 38 degrees in here. There's no extra heat provided in here. It's all plants and the this greenhouse panels, polycarbonate panels. So for this kind of greenhouse with no additional heating element provided to the greenhouse, will work in Texas and will not work in other area lower than zone 8B or 7B, I could say. The reason being is that if it gets any colder than that, you probably want to provide some supplementary supplement heat. For me, everything's doing great in here. So let me just go over the basic of this greenhouse setup right now. It's really just a standard $300 greenhouse that you can buy from Amazon or eBay. I planted this grass here is for the rabbits. But the thing is, we just later found out that there is a black cat in the neighborhood. It's pretty big. Been hunting down mice, rabbits. So we caught on the CCTV footage a few times where it ate the rat and well, you can call it mice, rat, and then put the guts and stuff in front of our entranceway. I don't know why it keep doing that, and I did a little research to say that the cat must prefer the spot and leaves the trophy. No, those things is the cat can't eat it. So, but anyway, we clean up those. And it used to have 4 rabbits in our backyard. We saw a couple footage of black cat chasing the rabbits. So then I did a research. Rabbits, when they are threatened in one area, they move to a different area. They will not come back to the. It's just survival, right? If something is dangerous at your place of residency, you don't have weapons and animals. They go elsewhere. So anyway. So the grass been sitting here, like this, which is it's okay. These are cold growing grass, and for the winter, it will survive the winter. And I'll probably prune it down a little bit. And there's a couple wasps here, one on the edge and one down there on the grass. They probably want to overwinter in here, but anyway. Now we move to the white champaga over here. As you can see, the leaves. Most of you will think, oh, there's a deficiency. Actually, yes and no. Yes, there is a minor deficiency, but I'm not going to use fertilizer because they're not going to grow on the during the winter time. So by giving it fertilizer, I actually going to burn it. So might as well just leave it as it is. When the growing season starts, I'll supplement the nutrients and stuff. And when I say no, means there's still actually some osmocote in there. They just stop growing. The roots stop seeking out nutrients. Think of it this way. If the roots start seeking out more nutrient in the pot and the container, they will be fine. But when the weather gets cold, the plants go into dormancy, kind of slow down the growth. The root doesn't grow anymore, and to seek out a nutrient, they just pause it. So it looks like a deficiency, but actually, I mean, it is looks of deficiency. That's what you look for. This more like iron or some manganese deficiency, but in reality, there are nutrients down there. They just don't use it now because of it getting winter and it's cold. But if this plants were in the tropical zone, trust me, they will use the nutrient and it will be green just like the leaves down below. Those are older ones. So anyway, I put it over here because this greenhouse, half the greenhouse gets quite a lot of sunlight, and the other half is more like keep it dormant. And I have a bucket of water here, 5-gallon bucket water. And believe it or not, this is the entire amount of water I will ever need for all these plants in here for the winter. That shows you how much water I'm going to water. Consider all the plants here, like white champaga. We have a Cymbidium ruby chain. Then we have a Cymbidium again over there, and this is the jasmine made of New Orleans in the huge in the big dormancy period. And the one in the back, all the way in the back, that's Cymbidium jade dragon. And then we have neem tree here. As you can see, neem tree grows so tall right now, it stopped growing. I think the trees and stuff, they can kind of sense where they're gonna touch something and they're gonna move away from it. And also the weather is getting colder, and you can see the leaves inside over there is slowly turning yellow and slowly falling off. You can see on the ground over there, the leaves been falling off on the ground, so it's slowly going to dormancy as well. And not night blooming jasmine, orange jasmine been bloomed a few times in here. Set some fruits as well, because a lot of moth been visiting this place. You can see on the back of sticky pad, the moth been quite a few moths. I already switched out quite a few of them already. So then we have a Chinese perfume tree over here, or Aglaia odorata, and Aglaia odorata been doing really well as well. You can see all the war sorrels been growing on the side, and it bloom in here. So a couple things, like I mentioned before, when the flower blooms, it depends on high sunlight intensity and humidity. Because like all these flowers bloom in here, I don't smell the fragrance. It's very brief. Most time, if this were bloom outside, I can sit in the patio and then calm smell come, once in a while. You can see the amount of fragrance is more intense than in here. I actually have a chair right here. Sometimes just sitting here, read a book or something. And also, some of you might have this question: why you pack so many plants into the greenhouse? Don't you think it's overcrowded? Yes, but there's a reason for that. Overcrowding the plant in the greenhouse actually reduce the coldness inside. The plant has a heat index of they can help each other out. Believe it or not, there have been research done on that. You guys can look it up. And also, crowded space can retain heat better. And you can see over here, we still have that, herbs. And that's about it. Most of all the plants, like sweet olives and stuff, sarcocoas, and they all planted in the ground. So like I said before, I have like 20 plus plants from Kansas, and down here I slowly cut back to a manageable level. That kind of make my qualify one of my condition as a plant must be easy to take care of. If you collect way too many plants, and I'm not saying you shouldn't, but some of you might, hey, I have to, time and resource to do all that, then go for it. But I find that after 20 plus plants, it can get tiresome, really. Repotting, moving place to place. For these guys, I'm just gonna leave it as it is, For repotting, they probably not gonna get repotted soon. All these containers should last them at least 5-10 years. That's what I'm hoping for. If they're gonna get root bounded, so be it. Towards the end of 5 or 10, I probably won't go 10 years, probably 5 years. I'll repot them into either, most likely won't be a bigger pots, because any pots bigger than that, for me, it's very hard to carry. So probably just gonna do a root prune on them, or propagate them, some of them, to a different container, smaller container. But anyway, guys, just want to show you my greenhouse setup. Thank you for watching. If you have a question, please let me know. And this, like I say, this greenhouse are not meant for very cold temperature area. If you do have a cold temperature area, much more insulation is needed, and also heating element must be provided inside. Extra heating element must be provided inside the greenhouse to keep them warm. All right, that's it for today, man. Take care.